futures for this upcoming London session. We have 6 a.m. candle on the 4 hour. On the 4 hour candle, we can see that buyers are continuously um, searching for higher price. Auctions aren't able to uh, maintain rotation within the short acceptance that they have. And currently, we have a high and a low of this current range on the 4 hour. As we move to the 1 hour, this is my first time seeing it too, so this is a live analysis. And what we can see from previous expansion events here, coming from this small area of rotation, when price is at the extreme of a value area low, when we rotate to the higher side, we search for higher prices. And then as price creates a new auction, it tests the previous accepted range, but for sellers, they aren't able to take over the market. And so when buyers step in, because it is so strong, they find higher prices to auction at. Right now, we've seen exhaustion because this expansion leg has happened, and they've gotten smaller, right? So sellers are stepping in, and this box right here was a 4 hour imbalance fair value gap. What context can we find, and where would our locations, points of interest be? Obviously, we've marked out this previous rotation here and failed auction, but this is also where price has also been accepted. So in the event that this location is relevant because of the future events, it makes sense because price was already accepted here. If we go down to a 5 minute, 15-minute standpoint, we can also see that in this large range, this was a tight range, okay? Overnight volume, passive buyers are able to take up price higher, passive sellers are able to take price lower. So in this short context, we can see that sellers are trying to rediscover price lower. Now, if we want to take shorts, we would like to see how buyers are able to perform in this bearish narrative that we are beginning to make. And so, how would we do that? Well, it is only 6:45. What can that tell us? Well, if we look on the 15-minute, where are our relative equal lows located? Here, this area. Okay? Relative equal lows also means that buy stops, stop losses, are here. And we've just taken a 15-minute relative recent high, lower high, high. That paints the picture for a order block to be formed, which has been formed at the top of this peak. Now we would wait for a pullback for safer risk to reward and to keep us within risk management. But in this simulation, we can put up two contracts, right? With a stop loss at the previous swing high that we were not able to take. Aiming for what? The buy stops lower. Now, how would that play out? Let's see. All right. So just because My stop loss was at the very low. We weren't able to close out on this trade, but from the live analysis, we've seen how this recent swing high started this cascade lower. And in a real time setting, we would have closed, but in the simulation, we want to see how price plays out. And this right here was not the reason we were able to understand where the market would continue, but it was from the beginning of the analysis where we had overnight's range develop, understanding pre-market London and how buyers expanded further out. These are passive buyers overnight, and how passive sellers were able to rotate to the other side and actually create a new auction for lower price. Now, let's move to a 15 minute just to see how price would continue, even though, um, you know, in theory, we would already be out of this trade. And there we can see. So with our stop loss at the swing high, we are not tapped out, and price has taken out these equal lows.